Hey everybody, Justin Queen here with Fish Ohio Outfitters. Today I'm going to show you how to rig to use Pablo Paccarini's Wiggle Tails. Okay, so let's talk about Wiggle Tails. This is a Wiggle Tail. This is the Jumbo Slim variety made by Paccarini, Paolo Paccarini. I purchased everything that you see in front of me here from NightmareMuskyFlies.com. And we're going to talk about how we're going to set up, or rig rather, for tying in Wiggle Tails. I have some titanium wire right here. I have some fast attaches right here. We're going to need 2 of those. I have like a crimp sleeve and my Wiggle Tails. So what I've done is I've taken a crimp sleeve, I placed it in the vise, and I actually cut off the fast attach right here at the end of where it hooks back over itself. So now I'm only left with the closed end. That's already attached in the vise. I'm going to take some 150 denier gel spun and I'm just going to dress that. And I'm going to lay down a pretty hefty thread base. Snip off my tag end. And we're going to pull one of our Wiggle Tails out of the package. Before you fish these, I recommend that you just give them a little stretch. And then I'm just going to pinch that down right over top of my fast attach. And I'm going to start laying down a little bit of thread. Now this is fiddly because we're tying backwards, obviously. Normally this would be going the other way, but there's no way to do that. And I'm just going to start laying thread down right over top of that Wiggle Tail. Until I've got a pretty hefty base of thread down. Now from here, if you wanted to, you could just glue it. I'm actually going to go ahead and place a couple of half hitches, and you can see why this is difficult sometimes. Because we have to work around the Wiggle Tail. Like that. And this thing's all curly and annoying. And before I cut my thread loose, I'm just going to go ahead and paint a little bit of glue there. Actually, I'm going to paint a lot of glue. I'm not going to be shy with it at all. We're going to wait for that to dry just a little, and then we're going to cut our thread free. So there I have the loop of the fast attach tied to the Wiggle Tail. Now I'm going to take my titanium wire and I'm going to pull a crimp sleeve out. Actually, I already did that. And this can be a little annoying. It is not easy. But before we do that, I'm going to take another fast attach and I'm going to leave this one whole. And I'm going to run the wire, the titanium wire, through the closed end of the fast attach. And then I'm going to fold it in half so that the ends basically match, just like so. And I'm going to grab my crimp sleeve, which I lost, so we're going to pull another one out. I probably have 5 of these on the table, but I can't find them because the tablecloth is black too. Alright, so I'm going to take one end and run it through, and then I'm going to take the other end and just little by little, I'm going to work that on until I can slide it all the way down over. And it can be really, really frustrating. Sometimes I take my snips and I'll push down. And you just have to keep wiggling away until you get those ends to match and meet just right. And then we're going to just continue to slide that crimp sleeve all the way down. Sometimes if you're having a hard time getting a hold of these, it helps to just grab it and clip that in the vise, and then I'll take my snips here and slide it all the way down. And titanium is really stiff by nature, and that's okay. We just have to work it little by little by little until we have it to where we want it. And it's gonna look about like that. And that's how we want it to look when we're done. Just a little loop at the very, very end of it. Now, we're gonna take our 6/0 TP610 from Ahrex and fix that into the vise. We're gonna dress the whole shank of the hook with thread. Now, we want it to extend past the bend of the hook about, well, that far. And there is no need to bend this wire back over itself. It's completely unnecessary. Because there's never going to be a fish attached to this, ever. And lots of tension. I'm just going to work and build a nice heavy thread base. Very soft thread wraps around the end of that because it's really sharp. It'll shear your thread right off. And then we're going to put in a whip finish. You don't have to be too particular about the whip finish here. It's just to hold the thread from unraveling. Yeah. Take our glue. Glue that in. And now we can take our wiggle tail and you're going to put the closed end of the loop right over top of that fast attach clip, and we're just going to hang it on right there. And that right there is the foundation for attaching a wiggle tail. Stay tuned. We're going to do another video where we're going to tie a fly on this, and I'll show you what we're going to do. Thanks.